Hey there, hey, and welcome to this Hump Yay pod of Born to Be a Star. You want to hear something funny? I ordered checks from Bank of America, and I'm looking at them, and I can't believe I ordered them, but I'm happy I did. This way I could, give money to church every time I go and write a check and have it be special. That's the point. But I ordered checks. I feel weird about them because I don't know where I put my last checkbook, but I'm excited to have them. Honestly, I love having a Bank of America. I love the Bank of America app. I love the digital flexibility and the techiness of all of Bank of America, and I'm totally addicted to it. And I love it. If you're looking for a techie bank like that, then definitely become a customer of it. Outside of that, today is hump day, the middle of the week, the day after Tuesday, the day after Monday, 2 more days to Friday, and then we get to the weekend. And I don't have anything to do this weekend. I was supposed to go get my hair done, but I rescheduled it so I could have a Saturday free to do nothing. Like, here's what I mean by doing nothing. Probably waking up and doing errands and washing clothes and cleaning the house and playing with my puppy and, enjoying time with my husband. I feel like, the fact that we both work full-time jobs, we don't really get that time together because we're always on our phone and we're always stuck in technology. And sometimes I just feel so lonely because all I do is go to work, and that's the majority of my day and my life. And I feel like I don't have any time to do anything. And maybe I'll get to discussing that after we get through the...
So, with that being said, Stacy Renee Snyder.
Let's get to the mantra. Honestly, the mirror is a reflection of where you've been and where you're going. The mirror doesn't have to be a reflection of how you physically see yourself, right? Sometimes I feel like when I look in the mirror, I see like 7 chins, or I don't see a reflection that I might love or like more than I've seen before. But I know I'm constantly growing and I'm aging and I'm learning and I'm aspiring. Honestly, honestly, we're all doing that at the same time, always, constantly together. And your reflection is handsome and beautiful and magnetic and appealing and just extraordinary. And I want you to see the amazing and the extraordinary of yourself, the resilience of you, like I do. Because you are a star and you have star power and you can do anything that you put your mind to. Which leads me to the start of the mantra, which is yes, you can. Yes, you can decide you want to pick up a new hobby. Maybe you want to learn to knit. Maybe you want to play the flute. Maybe you want to join the choir like me. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Maybe you want to sing like that. Maybe. Maybe you want to learn a new language. Maybe it's Mandarin. Granted, I think it's going to take you a little bit of time to learn that, so really focus on that. Maybe it's Italian. That is also going to take you time. Maybe it is Spanish. Honestly. Honestly.
haven't even had a chance to cry about it. Because you walk out into a lot of tears.
Honestly. Yes, you can decide that you want to do something different or change your mind. And then following the yes you can is to never give up. Things are going to get difficult. Not every day is going to be like a rainbow and sunshine and bright and warm, and you don't have to wear a jacket or rain boots or snow boots. It's going to snow, especially if you live in the East Coast and live in England, New England. At some point it's going to snow here, right? We got to get prepared for the temperature to change, for the weather to become different. That's just as we have to get ready for life to change, for our lives to become different. Maybe.
Actually vulnerable. So, and I was. Yeah, and he ran. So, that's fine. We'll see. It was actually a perfect timing for him to run. Yeah. Because you had that time to realize and to talk to the other person, make your connection again, or. That's true. Yeah. I came out here.
Honestly.
Trying to find my husband. Give up.
You can't give up because something's difficult.
I just wasn't prioritizing him.
I've had family members die. My Uncle Dwight, my Aunt Mamie. I've had family members have cancer. My mom got sick last year. She's currently getting better and she's going in for a new surgery soon. I've had serious things happen in my life that could be very detrimental because I always feel like I'm losing something constantly. Every year, somebody's sick or something. But that doesn't stop me from laughter and happiness and remembering good times and looking at pictures and remembering that moment that we had together. That's the importance of pictures. I could sit here and I could relinquish all my hidden secrets to you on this podcast and I could cry about them and I could be extremely emotional, or I could be happy and tell you about all the good things and tell you about all the things that are important. And that is what I choose to do. Because I will always have a memory of those that were taken too fast in my eyes. And I will always be reminded that I had time with them. So I am very lucky. God has blessed me beyond belief. And every day that I wake up and I can smell, hear, talk, and see, I am truly blessed. Any of the things that I've had to endure in my life aren't as bad as I think they are. Because someone has experienced something even worse than I have that I don't know about. Honestly. Honestly, I think that never giving up is knowing that hope does exist. Never giving up means that things are going to get better. And finally, why not today? Meaning stop pushing your life to the side and waiting for 2 days away from now. Why not today means don't wait to make a decision and be indecisive and procrastinate. Because you might not have that time to make that decision with. You might need to think of something on a whim and think fast or move fast and do something without thinking that hard. And you have to be okay with that. Remember that your star power gives you the strength to deal with all these things.
Really invested in our relationship, and I appreciate everything that you said and everything that...
Which leads me to the next part of our conversation.
My heart and my gut really want to, and I've always just felt such a connection with you, and the way you describe our relationship is the exact way I picture it.
It is. I promise. If I really do want you, Chris. I just want a chance.
I care about you more than anything, and
following the star
Chris, I really,
power
really care about you.
or powder
All I know is I want to be
is
with you.
the headlines of the day.
I do want to be with you, and I don't want you to ever think otherwise. I've this whole time pictured us walking out of here together. I came here.
Which leads me to the next part of my conversation.
And at one point I thought...
Whose idea was it to defund the police? Because it's failing. Remember the border that's supposed to separate the United States from other places?
whole life I've had a hard time
It doesn't exist anymore.
with women, and I've always given everything of me to that relationship.
Mhm.
I really need to be selfish today and worry about myself and choose someone who always chooses me. I will maybe see you soon.
It's okay that they fucked up, because, I mean, the funding of the police hasn't worked because New York is a hellscape. The funding of the police hasn't worked out because Portland and all these places are a hellscape.
You know? You know?
It's okay that they fucked up, because you know what gives me energy within this conversation? That we're going to take their power away. That Kevin McCarthy thinks that he made a deal that's great, but he made a deal to get his position revoked from himself. And I know other people will say, who's going to replace Kevin McCarthy? Anybody that's not willing to fall like he is. Right? Right. Social media isn't a doctor, but these people with these mental issues go on there thinking that it is. And they think that that's going to make them feel better and that's going to heal their mental wounds. Except it isn't. It's not a doctor. It's not going to fix them. It's not going to help them. But let's allow them to pretend like it is. Mexico isn't a safe place to go. So if you want to travel there right now, I'd second guess that. Why can't they admit Gotham has fallen and they've lost all control? Like this, defunding the police.
Honest to God, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, I think I fall for him. Yeah. And when I was walking that pod, and I was like, he said even his breathing. Yeah. He has a peculiar. Yeah, I know. And I was like, oh my God, who's this? And he was Uche. I'm like, fuck. And he's like, well, that's not the expression I was expecting. Yeah.
And honestly,
Took him a while to figure out it was him. Yeah.
Batman's not coming to save us. The Joker's running wild, and there's no fixing this. Putting up fake Ponzi schemes and actors into roles where you need real leaders isn't going to fix a problem. Using graffiti to hide reality and rip down statues because you don't like what they represent isn't going to fix the problem. Lying to black people in their fucking faces, telling them that you represent them when you don't represent anything about them, isn't going to fix the problem. Lying to people and giving them nothing isn't going to fix the problem. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to give black people way out of this today, tomorrow, next year, next week, next month, 5 years from now, or 40 years from now. You need to take your life and you need to be responsible for it. The decisions that you make have consequences. If you have children out of wedlock and you do things you shouldn't do, you're going to have consequences. Do not blame the system for the reason why you can't be educated or the reason you can't have nice things. That's not why. It's because you don't want them. Stop acting like you're a victim. You're not a victim of anything because your mom is not a slave and neither was your dad. And let me be the one to tell you yet again on this Wednesday, the slaves sold their own people for money. That's how it all started. And you can blame Columbus or any other white person you want, but that's not going to fix the problem.
You're gonna love Kobe. I know. I had a dog named Kobe. Kobe's amazing. Kobe's fun, playful. He pisses himself every time he sees me. He destroys the toy, so I even bought him a toy, like it was like a bowl. Because she was like, I don't know where you bought that, but that was like a good one. Yeah. I know everything about him because I know him. You know? I know. So anything that you want to know. No, I don't want to know anything. I don't want to know anything. I want to still be surprised. Let me tell you this. I know his friends. I've gone to a couple of events with his friends. I just don't want to know that though. I'm pretty sure you're gonna get along. He is kind of like a workaholic. Yeah, I could tell. He is OCD. Oh, his house is dope. Yeah. But I really didn't want to know too much. It's like a three-level house. And he told you he drives a Tesla? No. I'm like, did he tell you his favorite color? Yeah, the blue, like royal. And that's the color of his car. Then he told me like my favorite whiskey is because sushi. Wild turkey honey. It's his favorite. Oh my god. This is pissing me off. I don't know what you have in your car.
I don't know.
By the way, I want to be honest with you. My friend so-and-so has gotten pregnant this year.
Gotham's fallen. I don't care. Guns don't shoot themselves, but Connecticut is enacting a gun thing.
No big deal. I don't like that. I would never put myself in a situation like this in my actual life. I do like feel. I did it for the first days. I felt like emotionally drained, holding back my tears, holding back, trying to explode. Because in that pod, we had just decided like we were gonna start from zero. But then I was like, we have the advantage of seeing each other. And he's like, oh, but then the experiment won't be real. Yeah. I don't know if I can handle this situation. I know this situation is super hard, but I do think that we are strong enough to.
I think that
You can laugh about that.
they've just messed up on everything, and we're dealing with the remnants of a place that does not exist anymore. How's your medical going? Probably shitty, right? Because everything costs too much money and everything is just horrible. Welcome to America. Moving on from that to unapologetic laughter. Ha 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 ha. Propaganda isn't facts, but we're going to sit here and lie like they are. When people say one thing and do another, it's like the hypocrisy is really real, and I just roll my eyes in irritation. The ugly can't hide. Yet people that have like ugly like thoughts or ugly motives try to hide them and pretend like they're not that. But they can't hide or lie about that. All comes out that's real. Where do we shop? I don't know. I'd go Amazon. I like Nordstrom. That's becoming one of my favorite stores lately. My mom kind of likes Old Navy, but not all the time. But she likes a variety of things. I'm a thrifter, so I go in a, I don't know.
Oh boy. This is really hard to trust people. It's so hard to trust what's being said to you. How do I know he's not gonna fuck me over?
Number one, if I don't trust you, I won't marry you. I won't be with you. And the part
Honestly,
that upset me was that she said
propaganda isn't facts, but the crap on television and the stuff that we see everywhere is trying to tell us one thing versus another, and it's insane. And ugly people lying or hiding things.
did you not tell me about the full conversation in the pod because you were actually considering rebuilding with her?
No, I don't have any feelings for Lydia. If I wanted to be in a relationship with Lydia, I would be in a relationship with Lydia.
This is fucked up, and I don't like it. On the outside world,
It's
I would
just
never date
these
a
people
friend's ex.
They're like demons, and they try to put on skin and pretend like they're nice and they're human and they're kind.
I mean, it's happening to me just as much or even more than it's happening to you.
No, it's not, because I'm over here sitting with your ex that you fucked 3 months ago. She's telling me things that I didn't want to know from her. It's just like, okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. You dated him. You fucked him.
Yeah, I know that sucks. It fucking sucks, okay?
I'm fucking like in a cage with her, damn near. I just didn't want to know the things she said.
I know that this is hard for
Honestly.
you right now, and I can't even imagine.
Can we talk about the ungodly cost of cars?
And what you're
Like, I already have one, so I'm not looking at cars. But for anybody else that's actually looking for a new one, may the force be with you, because the numbers are bad. And when I say bad, I mean like bad, bad. Like bad. Really bad. And I just don't feel like they're going to get better. I feel like they thought they were going to be able to control this. Except this was uncontrollable.
We both have the same vision of what we want.
And it just infuriates me that the numbers are this horrible, that we live in a place, in a country that punishes the people that are the working class. Like we did something wrong because they don't understand what the fuck is going on and they can't do math. That's infuriating to me.
I'm here for you, and that's all that matters to me.
I know. I'm here for you too, and I want you. I don't want you to doubt that. I am 100% here, and it is.
I don't know. The price of cars is horrible. The interest rate is horrible. Even if you have an 830 credit score, and I've said this multiple times, you're going to end up spending an 8% interest rate on a car. Insane. Fucking insane. The numbers are just ridiculous. It's not the fact that it costs that much money. It's the fact that your credit score is high.
A wedding ring. What you'd like that to look like.
I want you to pick what you think. We'll see if you have good taste.
Oh, I have good taste.
Okay.
I picked you, didn't I?
You sure did. You're about to have fatty on your arm. I hope you're ready. I'm just letting you know.
Honestly. The cost of cars is ridiculous. Not just cars, but where are we supposed to shop and find deals when everything costs ridiculous money? And I don't really know what's at Target because I haven't been in there in forever. Do they still even have Marketplace? The prices are decent on
I need to talk to you about something. I'm nervous about this. On day one, my date number 10.
Yeah.
He walks in, and I recognize his voice. Uche and I have dated in the past.
Yeah.
I stopped things. Like I told him, like, we need to move on. By February this year. It's been hard for me. Imagine you finding your ex in here and like listening to everybody talk about her. But that's as far as it goes. Universe has
I don't know. I feel like
messed up
everything is just harder. Like, how do you find deals? What stores do you go to? I mean, I like Nordstrom Rack and I like Nordstrom, but like, where are the best deals? Like, I don't really have time to sit there and look for them, which is why I used to like Target, but I boycotted them because my values don't mix with theirs, so I can't shop there anymore. So the reason I like Amazon is because I don't have to go anywhere.
You're quiet.
I mean, I didn't expect that.
But there's savers, and there's a lot of other options that exist out there. I guess we just have to try it, right? Let's move into the main part of the conversation, because the reason I brought those things up is because it's kind of funny. Like, we're living in a state of mind where we don't even know where to shop for stuff. The car prices are ungodly. people are pretending to be one thing and another, and people want to tell you one thing. They want to put propaganda everywhere and act like it's not propaganda.
Don't really have any thoughts.
Okay. Are you indifferent?
I mean, I guess. I just like I wasn't like just expecting another curveball.
What is the other curveball?
Just like
Milton.
old experience.
Oh shit, Milton. I was really nervous to tell you about this because I care about you. I do. And I will leave here perfect from you.
The reconstruction of everything bad
And
is happening,
I'm falling for you.
and we can't stop it. Bad customer service is just a part of daily life now. I feel like if you're at the grocery store, if you are at Target or Walmart or the gas station, wherever the fuck it is,
What are you thinking?
and you're dealing with customer service, even if it's on the phone, it's worse than it was before. And part of me,
Hey, please, don't let this affect us. Milton.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm listening.
part
Milton,
of me thinks
it doesn't
that
matter. I care about
is
you.
the reason customer service bad because of us, or is the reason customer service is bad is because people don't understand that customers are the business, and if they don't act the correct way with customers, they don't have a business. I say it all the time. Every customer should feel like they're the only customer, and if you don't treat them like that, then you're not doing your job correctly. That's the motto I live by, and that's the motto I've had since I graduated from college.
Oh God. I'm just telling the truth. You're just quiet. I don't want to listen.
Honestly.
Lydia, stop. Lydia, stop.
Bad customer service is irritating to me, and a part of me feels like calling up their boss and telling them they suck, but another part of me just feels like I don't care, because it's annoying. But
Give him the chance to think about it.
cash only means I'm going somewhere else. When I see signs that say that you only accept cash only, that means you don't want me to be your customer. I don't ever have cash. Why would I have cash? Like, I don't go to the bank to take money out. I don't understand that. Okay. It's weird to me, but all right. Like, I went at Boston Market this weekend. Me and Skip wanted to do the BOGO sale that they had, buy one, get one free. Because he likes the sandwiches and I like the salads. And I was really...
You're okay. You're okay. It's scary. You're scared because you're vulnerable and you care about him. And that's a tough thing. Yes? It's okay. Well, you can't hold this.
Honestly.
Get all of him. It's scary. But you need strength and you're being brave.
Honestly. How is it 2023 and you don't take a debit card or a credit card or tap to pay or Apple Pay?
You're a very truthful, honest person. You're strong.
Honestly.
You're a tough cookie. And I think that the people that can handle the things that are the toughest come out getting the things that are the most worthwhile, that are the most rewarding. Well, if you care about him. Fact. And if he cares about you, he's gonna be okay.
Honestly.
Off on the past. And the people that love you wanna know.
I don't understand the cash thing. And remember I had that nail shop that I told you that wanted to accept cash or whatever. It just,
No matter what.
it started to turn me off because I don't want to go to a nail shop where I have to give them cash. And then the last time I went to the nail shop, the chick was like, the next time you want to pay a tip, can you bring cash? I'm not a cash person. I don't really like it. I don't like the functionality of it. I'm not a cash person. It's not for me.
Hello? Are you there?
Hey, what's up?
How are you feeling?
I feel good. I feel alright. How do you feel?
I don't know. It left me mad.
Yeah.
And we drove to 2 different fucking places and they both said the same thing. So I'm trying to figure out how are 2 systems down that don't accept cash. I don't understand that because it is 2023 and there's multi ways to pay for things. And if you don't have the functionality for that, you're going to lose customers.
Anything that you want to ask me, I will respond to you. Do you know I'm going to be truthful?
I don't get it. Liberals' ideas need to go. And I know I'm talking about this on the main part of the conversation, but I feel like I need to kind of bring politics into normal parts of the conversation.
Remember I told you that was like the hardest year?
Yeah.
He was kind to me, but he kind of became like someone who was there if I needed to just like let it all out. 3 months ago, I decided to just like move on, and I decided to just not think about him. And then I get the surprise that he's here.
Yeah, that's crazy. Small world.
And I promise, I'm never gonna lie to you. I'm never gonna lie to you. But it has nothing to do with us.
Honestly.
Because my heart, my soul, my being.
I think that liberal ideas are part of the problem. And I know that liberals would be like, it's not that political, but it kind of is. I feel like some of these ideas end up affecting us in a bad way. And I feel like nobody wants to deal with the consequences of stupidity.
I couldn't say a word. Because if I had said something.
People get worse at driving every day. Why are people always cutting people off? My mom told me she was driving and some guy cut her off on the right-hand side. I've had people drive around me on the left-hand side when I'm trying to get on the highway. Or they're on the highway and they're driving at like 5 miles an hour, or they're on their fucking phones and they're not paying attention. I can't take it anymore. Drives me out of my mind. When I'm driving to work, dude, sometimes like there's traffic and I don't know what the fuck the traffic's from. For the most part, there's no reason.
We all have our past, and it could happen to anybody.
It's just different when you like know the person. I just wasn't expecting it.
I was not expecting it. Can you, for 5 seconds, put yourself on my shoes of what have I had to endure?
Yeah. I kind of thought like going into this experience, being 24, I thought I was like in a really, really good spot. And I thought like I knew like so much about myself. I kind of realized that there's like a lot emotionally that I haven't
I don't know.
like healed from. There's a lot of
I
things
just have.
that like I've never addressed. There's a lot of relationships.
I have a lot of questions about bad driving because it gets to a point where people are going to die and people get in car accidents for no reason. And it's just stupid. And I just feel like clearly things are just getting worse when it comes to driving. Moving into the next part of the conversation, which is watching things. Did you watch the end of Walking Dead? I didn't see the last season of it, but should I? Zombie shows, I mean, there's Walking Dead, there's the Daryl show, there's the Michonne show, there's a bunch of these other shows too. There's a lot of zombie shows. Some of them are on Netflix, Hulu, whatever. Maybe we should give them a try. Dear John, I haven't seen that movie in forever, but it definitely made me cry, and I definitely watch it again. That was definitely a romantic movie that I loved, just like The Notebook. LMN. When's the last time you watched Lifetime Movie Network?
Can you trust me for that?
Yeah, I trust you.
I don't remember the last time I watched Lifetime Movie Network, but I mean, maybe I'd give it a try. The majority of the movies I think are crazy.
So bad.
Is Fast and Furious done? I'm hoping after this last one they're done because the movie didn't do as good as they wanted to do. I still haven't even seen it yet.
What's up?
MMA. How do you watch MMA? I don't know.
That's a great thing to say.
I want to order New Japan, but Skip's like, don't order New Japan, but it's like $10 a month. And I want to watch all the New Japan fights because me and him like watching wrestling. So I think next week we're going to get New Japan. Murders in the Building. Mom needs to catch up with it, and so do we.
Honestly, that's some shit I do.
I'm just perfect for you. Admit it.
My fucking god.
Back to Apple TV. There's a bunch of shows I want to watch, including the morning show, including a bunch of other things too.
The best friend that I can laugh with.
And honestly,
Izzy's the one.
I can't wait
I've never seen him, but I can't imagine
to,
him. It has nothing to do
I guess, see what's next on Apple.
Gets me.
Considering Cox, well, there's this apartment that I want to move into. And in order for us to move into the apartment, we have to get Cox set up to live there. And the houses are, and the apartment complex is like condos. So, like, part of me wants to just say fuck it and do it. So, I'll see what Skip says. Like I've been telling you every day on the podcast, I'm sick of this place. We need to move out of it. And it's time to move on and move forward. As much as I want to buy a house, as much as I want to get a condo, right now the numbers are not right for that. So we can wait maybe longer till the numbers go back down. And it's like smarter to buy something because it isn't right now. I do think that we're considering Cox, but like, is Cox like Xfinity? Does it have like the same kind of channels? Does it have the same deals? I think I would have to go on the website and be able to decipher between the two of them. I'm not really that familiar with it. He works from home too, so we got to get the highest level of internet for that because his computer has to work, and he's a manager and everything has to be okay with that. But I think Cox is like Xfinity. Are all cable channels disabled? Are all cable platforms the same? See, I don't really know how to answer that because I think I know more about the apps than the actual like Xfinity or Cox thing. So I'm really gonna have to do an investigation.
My god.
It's so surreal. Oh my god.
Oh.
I guess we're gonna find out. Let's move into food. There's so much for us to talk about today. Have you been watching Food Network or The Kitchen or any of these channels or any of these food things? I've been getting lost on Pinterest. I love watching Pinterest. You could also watch food videos on YouTube too if you want to get creative. Zucchini lasagna rolls. Does that not sound good? I think it does. So you basically take the zucchini and you wrap up the toppings that go into a lasagna within it, and you put it into a pan and you bake it in the oven for anywhere from 25 to 40 minutes, just like you would a lasagna. Creamy tomato rigatoni. So clearly you put the salt and water, you make the rigatoni, you make it al dente, then you make the creamy sauce. You do diced tomatoes, Romano, grape. You get the little hand mixer out. Then
I'm excited. You smell fucking amazing.
Oh, well, that's a plus. Okay.
Leave that hair.
My hair's shaking.
Did you grow your tomato?
Your hair's shaking worse than mine. Oh my god. Oh the eggs.
honestly, I think it sounds good. What do you guys think? And then you want to add in heavy cream, Parmesan, mozzarella, Then you want to add in a little hint of tomato paste as well. Mix that in, make sure it's thick. Then you add the rigatoni in. Then you can add more Parmesan, add some spinach. Cherry tomato pasta. The same thing. The cherry tomatoes, you use the stand mixer. Mix that up. Then you add in the spinach. Then you add in the Parmesan. Then you add in a little bit of Alfredo. Then you mix that with whatever pasta you want. Boom. Just like the one before this. Keto microwave cookie. So I saw this on Pinterest. You take a dish and you do the keto variation of a cookie. So you make like the dough without it being the dough. You mix in the chocolate chips into that. You put that in the microwave. You let that cook for about a minute. You take that out and you just made yourself a microwave cookie. It looked pretty good. Mushroom Alfredo sauce. I didn't find this on Pinterest, but I decided that maybe it would be a good idea to make that. Clearly you would do Alfredo and mushrooms.
But if you teach me the little hair, bring a little hair, I don't mind it. Start growing her straight hair. Oh, God. Yeah. I'm just excited for the trip now. It's going to be fun. The fact that my nerves are getting me right now is like a hit in the heart.
I don't know. I feel like the mushroom Alfredo sauce would be good. Obviously, you want to do heavy cream. You want to do white wine. You want to do a little bit of Alfredo. You want to do Parmesan. You want to add in the mushrooms. You want to mix that together. I would add the mushrooms in last. Then you want to add in whatever the pasta is, whether it's rigatoni, whether it's penne, whether it's actually pasta or linguine. You add that in after. Then you take a spoon and a fork, and you put the fork in a circle. Boom. Who doesn't want to try that?
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I feel pretty good.
You feel pretty good?
Mm-hmm. I've been thinking about us.
Yes.
You and I.
Following that,
I couldn't stop thinking about you last night. It was so.
boneless wings. If you're going to have boneless wings, what flavor sauce do you want? Are you a buffalo person or do you want like a habanero sauce? I had habanero wings at
I probably can't be at my friend's house at 4 a.m. playing the Wii.
You want to go play with your friends? Hell yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna have to ask you, hey, can I go outside and play?
No, you're just gonna let me know.
You gotta be by the street light.
Expecting lasagna.
Yeah. Oh my God. You don't think my age is gonna affect us at all?
Age is just a number. I've never been so sure in anything in my life, and it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I honestly think it's gonna be.
I do think that, honestly, boneless wings are better than the wings. And I know people are like, the wings are better because the bone gives the chicken the flavor, and that's great. But when you're trying to munch on stuff, you really got to be careful eating that because you don't want to eat the bone. I don't know. I sort of have mixed feelings, but I'd eat both. But right now, I'm sort of in a boneless wing mood. So what do you guys think? I don't know. Let me know. Anyways, that, my friends, is the end of this Hump Day Pod. Thank you for tuning into Born to Be a Star. And I will see you same place, same time tomorrow. Bye.